Inch High Comic Guy here with another Comicsgate unboxing. And this one, if you haven't guessed, came from Ethan Van Sciver's All Caps Comics. So you know there's some frogs inside this box. I've got my handy dandy pair of scissors and a knife. So let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. They sure went to town on the tape. You can see, though, that the top has suffered either some damage or Ethan himself put this into this box. I doubt that his wife would have done that shoddy of a job. So this is probably Ethan's work here. Let's go ahead and let's open it up at the bad side and see if this will open. Oh wow, this is no bueno. This is not an easy unboxing. Mr. Parnell's was much easier to open. Okay, so it looks like there's a box inside of a box here. So I was hoping not to have to cut across the Smiling Man logo, but I don't think I'm going to have much of a choice. Yep, that's what was required. Okay, okay, here we're going to go. Open that up. All right, and to anyone who is wondering, that, ladies and gentlemen, is what a chromium cover looks like. Get rid of that box. Let's see what we got here. Wow, we've got some awesome looking books. We've got Unfrogettable Tales 1 and 2. They're absolutely gorgeous. And we've got here, and you can see that it's been bagged and board, bookmark, little Cyberfrog thing. We've got a couple of cards here. I don't even have to lay everything out. It's like almost perfectly laid out for me. I'm going to leave this in its box right at the moment, or packaging I should say. Let's take a look at this chromium cover. Wow. When Ethan said he was going to make sure these were the best looking books you had ever seen, he was not whistling Dixie. This is absolutely gorgeous. The quality on this cover is spectacular. I don't know if you can tell, but just the way it shimmers, the feel of, you can actually feel each little rib here on the legs. It's that so well textured. And look, I didn't notice this before. There's a little frog on Cyberfrog's head. That's adorable. Okay, let's open this up. We, of course, created, written, and illustrated by Ethan Van Sciver, colors by Kyle Ritter, letter by Eric Weathers, puzzle page by 3D Robin. That's what's going to be in here. Oh, wait a minute. No, it should be at the back of this. And this is from young Ethan Van Sciver. Oh, look how he used to look. Wasn't he handsome when he had hair? So this is Ethan Van Sciver from back in the 90s. The updated lettering looks amazing, and the quality of the paper, I mean, this he wasn't lying. This is like cardstock. This is just spectacular. And look at the reflections of the city in Cyberfrog's armor. This is just fantastic. Now, obviously, we don't want to just go ahead and dive into reading the book right now. I don't have enough material actually here on the old cell phone to record this for how long it would take to read. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to pause the video here. I'm going to read Unfrogettable Tales and come back and give you a review. And let's see what Cyberfrog was like back in the 1990s. Okay? I just got done reading Cyberfrog Unfrogettable Tales issue 1 and 2, and I am blown away. I am absolutely flabbergasted by just how amazing these books are. It's not just the quality of the material that the books are made out of. It is the story, the humor, and the artwork that you get inside. I never understood why so many of Ethan's peers hate him, but now I get it. It's driven completely by envy, because the quality of Ethan's artwork when he was 19 years old blows the doors off of the crappy, crummy, garbage artwork that we get in DC and Marvel comic books today. Look at this. Just look how amazing this is. Now, you can see the influence from Todd McFarlane pretty much on every single page. But yet, Ethan, look at it. It's panel after panel. He's telling sequential stories like a pro, and he's 19. He's just a punk kid back then. And look at the quality of this work. It is unbelievable that somebody had this much skill at that young of an age. The only flaws I actually found in book number 1 actually, I think, belong to the printer and to Eric Weathers. It is Eric Weathers, right? Yeah, it's Eric Weathers. And that's this panel right here, where it says, I've got a gut feeling one of them's a kid. That says on, it should be 1. Now, I don't know if this was a mistake that Ethan originally had, and because Ethan did such an amazing job that Eric just thought to deflate him a little bit by keeping that one Persian flaw in the actual book, or if this was just an oversight on his part. But there's the one error that I noticed that was obvious that just sprung out for me in the book. The only other thing is there seems to be a missing page here at the back end, and that's either a printing error, which I don't believe it is, or it's just because the page that was supposed to go here is missing, and since Ethan didn't have it to include in the book, we didn't get a chance to see it. So that is the only flaws that I saw in book number 1. Book number 2 is just as amazing as book number 1. The artwork is just as fantastic. Look at this. Look at this amazing 2-page spread. Look at that. Look at the quality of that. And the Kyle Ritter's, colors just brings all this artwork to life. And I'd like to remind you, age 19, Ethan Van Sciver is not drawing on Bristol board. He is drawing on normal paper that's been cut to comic book size. And this is the quality of artwork, the amount of detail that he's able to get into every frame. And again, when I say frame, I mean it. It is panel after panel. I think of Mark Miller, or Millar, or however he wants to pronounce it, how little dialogue, how little story ends up on the paper when he makes a book. And Ethan, who's predominantly an artist, not a writer, gets so much more story every single page than Mark Miller gets inside of an entire series of books. This is just absolutely amazing. And for how little I paid for this package, to get this quality work is just mind-blowing. I mean, look at this. Look at the little paper here. Look at the little dolls. Isn't that cute? And you've got this. I mean, this feels like it's almost made out of cloth. And then you've got the cards here for the covers. And it's just, like I said, I can barely find the words. Ethan Van Sciver is doing the best work. This is the absolute best quality of any comic book I own. And like I said, this would have been worth the money at $50, $60, $80 price point. Absolutely amazing. Now, obviously, you cannot get this anymore. It's already been funded. It's already been shipped. If you want this book at this point, you've only got one choice. You got to find it in the secondary market, which means go to the all caps eBay store Go there, because that's where, if Ethan has any surplus, where he's going to be selling it. And pick up Cyberfrog Unforgettable Tales today. Absolutely amazing. This is so cool. And again, the story, the artwork, the colors, the new lettering, everything about this is absolute primo. And you'd be a fool not to invest your time, money, and effort into getting yourself a copy of Cyberfrog Unforgettable Tales. Support Ethan Van Sciver, support Comicsgate, hail the Comicsgate community. I've got nothing else to say. I'm out of here.